video is sponsored by PokeTownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. They have a huge variety up on their website, including the new Battle Style set, so definitely check out the website and you can use the coupon code ZapDoseTCG for 5% of your complete order. How wonderful is that? Even for this stuff like Reshazard codes, MewMew codes, Luke Metal codes, Eternus codes, Zacian codes, League Battle decks, you name it. Be sure to check out the website, it's awesome. Also, check out cardmarket.com. This is a European platform that I personally use every single day. You can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe, which is actually very wonderful. And you can just go on the website by clicking that link, the affiliated link in the description. You're gonna be helping me out a ton. Anyhow, without further ado, let's just get this video started. I'm already hyped up. Hopefully you guys are hyped as well. Peace! What's up YouTube, it's ZapDoseTCG here and welcome back to another TCG battle video on my channel. Today we're actually going to be playing with a very familiar archetype. It's going to be Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX with Cinccino, which reminds me so much of ZoroPod back in the day. We have the trade ability, aka Make Do. Once during our turn we can discard a card from hand in order to draw 2 cards, and our main engine will be using Cheryl and of course, Palpat is able to shuffle back the Cheryl, so every single time we're going to be healing off this Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, and it's going to be fantastic. What else do we have to work with? Of course, there's the maximum 4 off of the Urshifu V here with Strafe, which sometimes can pack a little bit of damage, but we do have a lot of air balloons in here, so what we're trying to accomplish here is having free retreat on Urshifu VMAX and going for Gale Thrust every single time and time again, and then healing off with Cheryl when the time is needed. We have Level Ball to just get this Cinccino up and rolling in no time, but also is able to search out the Mew to protect ourselves from opposing Rapid Strike Urshifu G-Maxes, actually V-Maxes, as well as Spit Shots and all that. So this is a very interesting list. It has been seeing a lot of play in the online tournaments. We still have Jirachi GX to protect ourselves from the Psychic weakness. I also think about adding in an Ordinary Rot in this list, but we'll see how it goes. You don't always need to have like multiple stuff because you have a way to undo the turn of the opponent by using Cheryl, so that's why I understand this list. So let's just go for it. This is Cinccino with a Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. As mentioned, there's a lot of ways you can build this. We can also pair it with stuff like Dragapult. We can pair it with Orbeetle. There's so many things to love about that specific archetype. So Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX on the menu today. So hopefully you guys are excited for another daily Pokemon TCG upload. If you are, be sure to let me know by destroying that like button, as it helps out the channel more than you would possibly think. And today we are up against, I'm very curious, hopefully we will be able to showcase that the deck is capable of doing a lot of stuff. We always want to go first with this list, seeing as we have a high amount of Level Ball and all that. High amount of Level Ball as mentioned here. So we have ourselves Urshifu V. This is not bad. We also have a Quick Ball to go along with that. This is actually a very great way to start off with. So Level Ball. A Minccino. There's the Dynny GX in here as well if you want to just dig and go overboard. Ta-da! This one, I don't think he might be able to one-hit KO us if he wants to, but for now we're just gonna leave it as it is. 2 Minccinos is just fine to start this battle, so let's just do it like this. We have Cinccino, so that is gonna be able to discard a card from hand. We have access to like Level Ball and a huge amount of air balloons, so oof. ADP in the house, so that's why I didn't go for like the one and only Tedani GX in our situation. So in that case, we can go for Escape Rope, making life hard for the opponent. So this is an interesting list and also very consistent. If you get Reset Stand or Marnie, it is not a problem at all, just because you have access to the Cinccinos as a draw engine. Okay, Mewtwo is up in the house, so we will need to find Jirachi GX. Okay, this is the updated ADP list, so it seems. Intrepid Sword, cool. Okay, moving forward, we have Cinccino. We will need to find Jirachi GX. We can actually get it with Quick Ball, by the way, so we'll see what it happens. So I don't want to get rid of any of these cards, but let's just go for Cheryl here. Okay, Jirachi GX instantly shows up. That's also very nice. Ta-da! Next up, Level Ball for another Cinccino. So Level Ball does make the deck insanely consistent. Okay. We have Quick Ball, we have Marnie. So actually, don't want to use Marnie right now because I actually want to get my other cards. Okay, we have a Capture Energy. That's pretty interesting. Escape Rope. Let's see what the opponent will decide to drag into the active slot. He gets us the Zacian. Fine. Let's get that attachment over here. And I think we will have to go for Quick Ball here. Quick Ball the Dedenne GX just because we need to find more resources. We still can use a supporter afterwards. So the only thing we need is a Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. Yeah, there's the air balloon. That's pretty nice. I'm not going to use Palpat just yet because I want to ensure and maximize our chance we get the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX here. So we can at least spread a lot of damage across. So this is nice. Even another level ball to pop up. I'm not gonna slap that down. I'm actually gonna slap down another Rapid Strike Urshifu V. So we can go in circles. That's what we're doing here. And we have a research for next turn, which is also pretty badass. Retreat and the Gale Thrust. Look at that. A sweet damage output of 150. And with the high amount of like draw, if we get like something like a research, we can actually get rid of all of energies and then do a whole heap of damage. Okay, the Dedenne GX is live. He's probably gonna go for Alter Creation with his Mewtwo. If he finds his Water Energy, by the way. He also needs to get ADP either on board or in the discard pile. Okay, there's a Mawile. Mawile is not gonna be doing too much here. Because we already slapped down everything at once. So that's why we have an insane setup, to be honest. Double Cinccino, Air Balloon onto that. Gets rid of boss as well, so there's a couple of targets right here which we can actually punish. If we gust the Dedenne, then next turn, yeah, we actually have like good Pokemon that are weak to fighting, which is always a great thing to see here. And we also have Cheryl to undo the damage, so he will definitely need the boss or Great Catcher at least. Doesn't seem to be finding the water type energy, so we're good on that department. Yeah, we have the Rapid Strike energy here. So I would love to find boss's orders right now. Would love to see that. Mew, kind of irrelevant in this matchup, so let's get rid of it. Make do. See what we are able to do here. A switch card could be relevant. Cheryl not needed, but we have Palpat to shuffle it back, so that's cool. Energies as well, so Gale Thrust again with this guy is not a bad idea. Or we can go for the other attack and put damage on the Mewtwo already. I don't know if he's playing... if we use the Gale Thrust right now, we already have access to other cards, right? 120. If we research, we don't play Great Catcher at all. And he still needs to go for Alter Creation anyhow. But if we slap 120 on this guy already, we will be able to KO it next time with Gale Thrust, which is pretty good. I'm not gonna go for research here, let's just go for the G-Max Rapid Flow, and yeah, let's let some damage on this guy and this guy. So we already take down the Zacian here. I know our energies goes away, but we can still Palpat the Cheryl's in and then heal ourselves off. And now that Mewtwo will need a Big Charm, and if he doesn't have the Big Charm, he's gonna be in for a whole heap of trouble because we can Gale Thrust away, and he's gonna be left with yeah, just a Mewtwo, not doing anything. Okay, there's a Big Charm. Okay, that's huge. Big Charm is huge, guys. Maybe we should have done it differently. But we can still Gale Thrust the Dedenne and then Gale Thrust the Dedenne again, so it's still okay. Marnie. Don't mind this Marnie too much. Although we had Air Balloon and a switch. Yo, Reset Stamp. Capture Energy is also not the card we want, to be honest. We can Marnie him to a low hand. Does he find ADP though? Yeah, ADP is in the discard pile, so he's gonna go for Alter Creation here. Yeah, that Big Charm is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy indeed. We can also like poke a little bit with like energy assists. 40 damage on this Mewtwo and see how we go from there. He also will need a Gust card. How many Gusting options in there? 2 in the discard pile. Not having access to Aldigos either. Okay, let's just hope he doesn't have an energy and boss. He already has 4 energies in play. I was actually afraid of that. Yeah, maybe we should have waited it out. Yeah. Yeah, the Mew is now in town, so that's not an issue right now. We have the boss already, so... interesting. Make do... the Marnie. And there's a research. Not needing the research, to be honest. Make do again. Okay, all these cards are not necessary. We need to attack right now. We need to attack right now. We do have Palpad as well. We can thin out the deck instantly. Another Urshi. Yeah, not gonna go with Marnie. I just go for research. Unfortunately, we have to get rid of all these resources. We didn't have an energy, we didn't have switch, so which was pretty bad. Now we do have an air balloon. Air balloon. We can retreat and go for... We don't have any weakness, so either he does need to have boss, and we have Cheryl by our side, so I think the best plan of action is just to Gale Trust this guy again. Yeah, it's gonna be a classic Gale Trust. Not for enough damage, unfortunately. Yeah, just because of that big charm. We don't want Tool Scrapper. Tool Scrapper would be huge right now. I just hope he doesn't have Bossasaurus in his 4-card hand. He already wasted 2. He doesn't have access to Aldigos, and he has... We didn't KO anything this turn, so no having access to Aldigos, which is actually pretty nice. He could still have Great Catcher though. Great Catcher could be a way he can get himself out of this, like Research and then Great Catcher. If that is not the case, we should be able to like do some stuff, because he still needs to KO at least like Jirachi as well as the Dedenne. Attachment going onto the Mewtwo. Is there going to be an Ultimate Ray onto our Urshi? If that is the case, we can heal him off instantly. Ultimate Ray onto the Urshi, that's perfect. That means we can just poke for Gale Trust for 30. Yeah, it seems to be game to me. Like, he bench locked himself by smacking down the Mew here. Okay. Yeah, the only thing we need to do is like try to yeah, we also have that energy here, the Rapid Strike energy. Going over here. Ta-da. Maximizing our chances here. Quick ball. Get another one of these fellas up and rolling. He's not gonna be going after these, that's for sure. Okay, there's the even the boss. Okay, we have the boss for next turn. But just in case, let's maximize our chances by adding another boss and another Cheryl. We might just get Cheryl right now. Make do again. Yeah, we are ensuring our game next turn. So look at this, we have boss instantly. Gale Trust for 30 is all we need to do. And we don't even need to go for from the bench or something. That's just perfect. And this guy still needs to take 6 prize cards. Another Cheryl. We haven't healed this turn, which is it's not even bad. This is the game-winning scenario here. 1 prize card left, double Cinccino up on board, and double boss in the deck. He could still stamp us to 1 or Marnie, but our Urshifu is already preparing itself. We just need to find our boss. So I do love the input of the Cinccinos. Love them. They're looking very fine. The draw engine is good. The draw engine is terrific. Metal Saucer onto the Mawile, just Brave Blade, and yeah, that's game. Just smacking this ADP. I do think the inclusion of Mewtwo is a little bit scary, but Jirachi always here to save the day. Yeah, and everybody's playing the Dedenne or Crobat, which is nice. Bossing the Dedenne. Could have even bossed the Mew here. Doesn't matter. Retreat. Gale Trust in the face. Bam! So yeah, Cinccino, Rapid Strike Urshifu V. Very, very strong archetype, as you can see. Definitely like tier 1 in my book. The Cheryl is broken against like 1 prize Pokemon that are not able to KO you. You have the boss, you have the power of Cinccino, so the Stamp and Marnie are a little bit not too effective. Okay, let's go. Next opponent, hopefully we will see something like Eternatus or something, because we can also smack those around, although if they have Wheezing, they shut down our Cinccino. What else? Victini VMAX, also pretty scary if we're not able to go first, because they can knock us out. But if we are able to go like first, then and we have a Rapid Strike Urshifu out, then we can Cheryl, which is good. Barara is our opponent. We won the coin flip. I think this list always wants to go first. As mentioned, Lava Ball is there, Quick Ball is there, all that good stuff. Okay, starting off with, we always need to come from the bench, right? I don't know what we're up against, but we always need to come from the bench. He could knock out a little Minccino, but then he leaves our Urshifu alone at least. Okay, it is Talonflame of all things. Urshi. Attachment. Laughable. Minccino. Okay. Do we draw even further? Like communication? And get another Minccino out? I think that's not a bad idea, right? Probably will draw into either like Lovable or communication. I do love this list. It's super consistent in my book. Like, it works out. Even if he like tries to welder onto his Talonflame right now and knocks out a little bit of a Minccino, we can then come with our Cinccinos, evolving, slapping damage, and next turn we even threaten 120 onto two of the opponent's Pokemon. Okay, this is Victini. Victini is pretty scary. Attachment onto Victini. Yeah, Victini VMAX. A little bit scared of that. The Danny Jax as well. Okay. That's one boss down. Also having the Reshizard there. Interesting. We have lots of air balloons, so getting our stuff out of the active is gonna be easy. Attachment onto the Talonflame. Will he find Welder though? If he finds Welder, he can already poke on the Minccino, take a prize card. Mewtwo. Yeah, Fast Flight. Getting rid of more stuff. Another boss down the drain. Double boss. We need to be finding our Jirachi right now. Yeah, without no energy on the Victini, I'm fine slapping down another Urshifu VMAX, and we'll see what happens. Okay, this is quite insane. So, Cinccino. Cinccino. Ching, 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 ching. Look at that. Triple Cinccino, that's insane. And even Level Ball finding, yeah, this, and we're gonna get rid of it so we can actually find ourselves Jirachi. Cheryl is nice. I'm actually gonna get rid of the Mew, although he could have like Naganadel Venom shots, right? And then knocking this guy out, and that's gonna be pretty scary. Let's get rid of the Cheryl. We have multiple Cheryls to work with anyhow. Attachment of turn. Pretty interesting. Make do. Look at how many cards we're drawing. Look at all these energies though. Still no way to switch though. We have Marnie, Level Ball again. Yeah, what to do now? We can attach, retreat, and slap damage, I guess. 150 with the resistance. 150 with the resistance is only 120, and then we will get slapped in the face by something. Yeah, I guess so. We need to put up the pressure here. We can still knock him out later on the bench with the Rapid Strike attack. So if we boss, we get 2 prize cards, which is good. Attaching the Rapid Strike energy, having the boss, taking 4 prize cards this turn is huge. Gengar Mimikyu. Oof. Okay, that's a scary approach if he finds his Aurora energy. Reshizard as well. Either we find like Cheryl or Boss, either will work. Still have like lots of air balloons in our list, as well as switch cards, so we will definitely get out of the active position this turn. Does have that Aurora energy. Is he gonna go for Horror House GX? He already wasted 2 Boss, which is good. Okay, 3 Boss, that's crazy. Fast Flight again. Okay, we need to find an air balloon. Okay, the Cheryl is here. So, we need to find air balloon, and we need to find Boss. Escape rope is also good. Escape rope is also good. Love that. Make do again. So we're drawing a lot of cards. This deck is crazy. Palpat. Might be able to get back something. Make do. We can also Marnie him to a low hand size, by the way. Let's put the Cheryl back in, then we can Palpat away that. Escape rope. Who will get it? And this escape rope is like, what is he gonna do? He gives us this guy. Okay. Let's go for that one. The Rapid Strike energy. Palpat for the 2 Cheryls. Still don't have Boss, by the way. And then Marnie, I guess. Yeah, Cheryl next turn is obvious. Let's go for it. The G-Max Rapid Flow. Taking down these fellas and taking 4 freaking prize cards. Oh boy. Energy. Boss. Ah, yeah, we needed that Boss. Don't know if he has any healing capabilities. We can actually Boss. He only has 3 Boss, and he has 3 Boss in his discard pile, so our Jirachi might be safe unless he has like Welder attach and knocks out Jirachi. Then we are in for a whole heap of trouble. But then he still needs to knock out like at least 3 Pokemon. Gets rid of Welder. Broken. Utterly broken. Weldering. Maybe he's playing Zigzagoons and Scoop Up Nets and gets to 330 with Flare Blitz. Like Flare Blitz here with the Charizard GX. Oricorio drawing even 3 cards. We don't even need Oricorio. We have 3 Cinccino set up. So Lava Ball and Cinccino is like a crazy engine. Okay, what we need to do is like Gale Trust. And then next turn G-Max Rapid Flow, alright? Okay, the Stamp. I don't know if he's playing Fan of Waves, by the way. Or does he have any Pokemon that can get rid of special energies? Instantly Cheryl, that's for sure. He pokes. What can he do? Opponent is burned, paralyzed, and poisoned. That could be... He could decide a GX move of choice. We don't worry. This is a very straight archetype. Very great. I love it. Yeah, he is going for that crazy play where he's poison, burn, and all that stuff. We're paralyzed as well. Ow. I also still poison and burn, so it's pretty huge. Okay. It's time to dig deep. Make do. Reset Stamp. Next turn we are gonna get exposed here, actually destroyed. We could stamp him next turn. So get rid of Cheryl. Don't want to get rid of Cheryl. Quick Ball. Yeah, the Danny Jax is still here. Somebody get knocked out. 4 air balloons. 1 switch card. Super scary. We need to dig. We have the Boss. Karate Belt as well. Yeah, Karate Belt not useful anymore. We're definitely not gonna be falling behind in prize cards. At least I don't think so. Karate Belt can still be equipped later. Let's go for Marty. Maybe we find the switch. Yeah, just maybe. But we find the switch. That's crazy. Don't find. Oh, yeah, you have an air balloon as well. That's crazy. Okay. Switch. Already poking him, so we only need to find Boss's Orders and Urshifu VMAX to finish this game. Can still poke to 220, which we still survive, so that's nice. Can go for Heatran GX, but the same scenario is clear. Just need to find an energy. Need to find Urshifu VMAX and Boss, and we still have access to like 6 cards of the Cinccinos. Such cool games, man. New gameplay video of battle styles. Victini here. Yeah, that was a panic reaction. Allergic explosion. Evolution Incense for nothing. Okay, he's playing Evolution Incense. Interesting. Some sort of MewMew firebox with Victini in there. If he goes for Victini, yeah, he can retreat to Heatran, by the way. He can go to Heatran, but then he might potentially lose all of his energies. And we also have access to the Dane Jack, so we can dig 6 cards with the Dane, we can dig 6 cards with Cinccino, and we can have the draw of the turn, so that's 13 cards that we find, potentially. That's insane. Spreading Flames. Oof. Now, what is he gonna do? Spreading Flames and then Venom Shot or something? I don't understand this. We still have the Quick Ball, by the way, so. The Dane Jack's instantly in hand. That's not bad. Let's get rid of Mew right now. We'll not need it anymore. Energy. G-Max Rapid Flow. Yeah, the G-Max Rapid Flow just gets us there. Well played. Boing. And yeah, 120. Yeah, might as well go after that. Other Mewtwo. You have a good deck. Thank you. Glad you think so. Yeah, we do have a good deck. Like, look at that. This deck single-handedly like destroys everybody. We're gonna be playing one more game. We'll see how it goes. One more for the road. We're actually on a win streak of 7, so these videos are working out quite tremendously. New battle styles content. Be sure to let me know if you're enjoying these. Be sure to check out this deck list as well. Very strong. And our last opponent of the day is... Still waiting for it. A win streak of 7. That's ridiculous, man. That's totally ridiculous. Still waiting for an opponent. So, is there anybody on TCGO right now that wants to be battling? Okay, there he is. Okay. Okay, we lost the coin flip. No. Okay, opponent goes first. Fine. And we have nothing to work with. Okay. Just need to find like a couple of level balls. Like this has so many ball engines that you don't have to worry about the first couple of turns. Opponent's playing a grass deck though, so it could be Raw Eggs. Potato Lord is our opponent. Look at that. Cinccino in the house. And that's about it. So this is scary. At least we maybe find a quick ball. Who knows? They get a mulligan. They get Jirachi in the active slot. Another Jirachi. So heavily on the Jirachis here. 7 cards in hand. Quick ball. Oh yeah. It's gonna be Cherrim builds or something. Maybe Venusaur? Cherrim, Venusaur, Cherrim, Tapu, Bulu. Who knows? At least if he doesn't slap down a Mew, we are able to like Rapid Strike instantly. Yeah, just the Marnie in hand. Just call it a day, man. Scoop up net, it's gonna go for another Stellarish, so this is gonna be taking quite a little bit. Potato Lord #1 is our opponent. Stellarishing until infinity. Training Court of all things, getting back energies. Communication, get rid of that. Hopefully we top deck something nice. Okay, there's Tapu Bulu. Does have 130 unfortunately. Okay, that's a perfect top deck here. This Rapid Strike energy, level ball. Going for this. And next turn we try to obliterate him with a Rapid Strike attack, knocking out like Cherrim and maybe another Cherrim, and he probably will give up on all of his energies unless, yeah, he can still go for Nature Judgment for 80, so he can still keep all of his energies, but we have Cheryl, so we don't have to worry about it too much. Cherrim. He also needs to find energies. He already gave up on one energy recycler. Gets a boss. He already used research. There's a scoop up net. Gets rid of the Jirachi. Goes for Tapu Bulu. Is able to accelerate from hand. Yeah, and they just concede, so they just gave up. The deck is too strong. So hopefully guys enjoyed this video of one of the better decks on the new battle styles format. People thought Octillery was the way to go. I think Cinccino proved me wrong. Like Cheryl and Boss, you can use them because you draw so many cards with Cinccino is very, very much appealing. Okay. Also, check out our sponsors, PokemonStore.com. Their battle styles codes up on screen right now. Don't claim them all. It's yeah, 2 codes, so claim just one if you are very quick into this video. Be sure to check out PokemonStore.com for more battle styles booster packs if you're looking for them. You can use the coupon code TCG for 5% off, and also go check out Card Market. It's the best place for European players to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. And with that, I'll leave you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow with more Pokemon TCG action, and I hope you see I hope you see you there. So thanks for watching once again. I'm out. Peace.